Hi friends, and welcome to Flyover Demographics presentation of drifters in the High Plateau. I've always wanted to say something like that, so that was just kind of fun. But anyway, this is a science fiction series that we're hoping to do every week or every other week on Tuesdays, and hoping to draw in people from the community and surrounding communities to fill the table. So if you happen to fit that sweet spot in the Venn diagram where you both live close and you enjoy tabletop role-playing games, get a hold of us, figure out how to get a hold of us. We've got email, I'll get that figured out somehow. We're on all the social media. But figure out how to get a hold of us, and we'll get you in for a seat. But in the words of Jake and Gareth, without further ado, Drifters in the High Plateau, Episode 1.
All right, tonight we're going to be playing, it's based off the Star Wars role-playing game, the original one from 1992. It's the D6 system. The only dice you need in the system are D6s. It's D6 pool, so an ability might have 2 dice in something, or 3 dice in something, or 4 dice, or 4 dice plus 1, or 4 dice plus 2. Plus 2 is the maximum modifier you can ever have on it. Maximum amount of dice you can ever have is, well, I mean, you can roll a bucket of them if you ever get that skilled. And it's based off target numbers. So if your target number is 7 and you're rolling 2 dice, on average you're going to make it. If you're rolling 3 dice, though, you're probably going to make it a lot more than average. So that's kind of the basics of the system. Okay, there's no hit points in the system. There's only wounds, stuns, incapacitated, and killed. So there's not a lot of overhead to keep track of. We will start by rolling up characters. You see on your character sheet, you have 6 stats: dexterity, perception, knowledge, strength, mechanical, and technical. You have 18 dice to split between those. Okay. So minimum dice is 2, maximum dice is 4 in something. Okay? Now you can split a dice into a +3 bonus altogether. So you can put a if you split one dice into a +3 bonus, you could put a +2 on something, and then a +1, or a +1 on three skills, or yeah. Does that make sense? Okay.
So 18.
We'll work through it.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
So 18 dice is split among your stats. And your stats are the top level one, because then we will get to the skills right after this.
Okay.
In this campaign, you will be playing in a group of. You'll be hirelings for this corporation called the Silent Waters. Silent Waters is a covert and direct action corporation that's hired by various entities to perform various tasks, from intelligence gathering to asset removal to other things. And you guys are contracted operatives for Silent Waters. So the whole gambit of skills is good. I mean, but if you want to specialize in something, the way the action economy works in the game, like if you want to be good at Blaster, it'd be good to get that to 6 or 7 dice. Any skill you have, like if you have a perception of 2 dice 6, okay, any skill below that is rolled at a 2 dice 6, okay, unless of course you have more advancement in a skill. Like say you have a perception of 2 dice 6, but you might have a con of 4 dice 6. So when you're conning people, you roll 4 dice 6, even though that's under perception. But if you're trying a con and you don't have the con skill, you're rolling 2 dice 6 because it's under your perception. So, go ahead and allocate your stats here. If you have any questions, let me know. The way it's done, there's 18 dice. If the guy just want to be real easy about it, you can put 3 dice into each stat. That'd be 18.
Nice. Well, so you could just work your way down the line, roll 3 dice, put that as dexterity.
No, you don't roll any dice. You just put 3D, 2D.
Oh.
Because that's the pool you're rolling.
That's the pool you're rolling.
Okay.
Stay prepared. I came prepared for something digital.
And we're just putting them on the top, so dexterity,
Right.
knowledge, you got
Yep. Does somebody need dice?
It was like, does somebody need
Ex-Warhammer player.
We'll probably recovering.
I will need a couple. I have.
Here's what
We'll do it. Yeah.
we'll just share a file.
So just go, I like, for simplicity's purposes, you can just say 3d6, 3d6,
Right, you can say this.
3d6.
Just
Just go down the line.
Just go down the line.
What's the lowest you can have?
2d6.
Okay. That's good to know. So you don't just pull everything in the second.
Remember, if you want to split one of your dice into pluses, you can have 3 plus 1s. You know, so you could have like,
The dice is divided in three.
yeah, the device is divided into 3. Whoever gets up to plus 3, that's just the next dice.
So this is, we need to have like montage music.
That's one thing I never did with my streams was set up a soundboard. I always meant to. So
We've
I
got
could-
one, we just don't have it, it's not set up yet. Yeah, we've got one.
My hobbies with streaming would have taken me down a different server management and building.
Server management is a good place to be.
Yeah, I bought a R730 where like from the customs and order folder. It was their 80 server because it was so proficient when I bought it.
Wow. So you've run D6 campaigns and those kind of games before, right, Scott? And
I think I've run this now 5 or 6 times in my life.
yeah. Well, 5 or 6 is not bad. I mean, that's
The 4th have been recently. And the previous one was probably back in the 80s.
right on.
He's telling you he's a master.
Yeah, that is what he's saying.
I ran a couple D6 systems, but nobody wanted to play them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm interested to see. I just want to hear the story. That's why I'm here.
I had bad friends. They didn't support my interests at all.
Terrible friends.
All right, when you're all done allocating stats, let me know if everybody's done.
Total of 18, correct?
Total of 18.
That works, right?
Yeah, that works. All right, so next you're going to allocate 10 skill dice. So, like if you want to allocate 1 to blaster, then move up to 5 dice. If you want to allocate 2 to it, move up to 6 dice. 3 to it, 7 dice. Maximum you get right now is 7 dice. You get a skill. The ones that are useful in combat, strength to absorb damage, your stat strength, and then blaster or melee combat, dodge, melee dodge. Those are kind of important, or can be, depending on how you're doing that. But in all those things, you still get your base skill. So if you don't take any skill, your blaster's at 4 dice 6. So, right. So when you're adding a skill, like so you have 10 dice to spend, you could up it, by 2 dice and have 4 blaster. Got it.
10 dice to spend per category?
Nope,
Like,
all
total
across all categories.
all of this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
My wife was watching that show.
Here's a stupid question. Under technical, what's security mean? Like, you
Security, like
understand
that,
security
inner
systems?
systems and, yeah, everything.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess you could, combine that with perception and bondage.
don't see that one on here.
Would that be under gambling or conning?
I was thinking,
It's not that mechanical.
One player in our Friday campaign,
I know.
he wanted the skill cooking, so he just wrote it down and he's a good cook.
He's a very good cook. He's also
But I mean, I would assume that goes together.
after the players.
He's also been pretty lucky in combat.
Yeah, he's motivated those.
What level were we doing? It was like 12 level? Chess campaign?
We ended up.
Yeah, the control for one.
Yeah. Tyler, if you rolling for damage and rolling.
Oh, I did 215 points of damage.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I roll, and I'd be like, alright, 25 damage. That's what I do. And then be like, alright, my turn. Roll. Page of math. 310. Like, after, like, everybody's gone twice. 310. Boss stuff.
You can create a spreadsheet for that. Like, he's got to put some freaking
I don't
algorithms in there.
I don't want to look at Excel.
Oh, no, that's his job. Because he's the one who has to do the math.
I don't think anybody at that table wants to look at Excel anymore when they get to Friday.
Yeah. So if everybody's done allocating 10 dice worth of skills, go ahead and name your character. Keep it simple. Let's just make him human. No alien races right now.
No centaurs?
If you want, you can. Aliens are more like skins in this game, so call yourself a six-legged walker. Then yourself a name. Come up with a quick background. We'll see how good you are at improvising. And we can go around and introduce characters.
It's 5 o'clock, you know where your children are.
That's the other thing I'm surprised. So, dance studio is right above us. At some point, I know there's gonna be rules. Just saying, it might get loud.
If it sounds like anything like Johnny Bird's dance studio above the roof, it's like a rolling thunder.
Yep. It's awesome. You could play into it on Tuesday nights and you could do this on Martin campaign or something.
Yeah.
There you go.
That'd be our ambient music.
Right?
The clown.
Yeah, and slowly start teaching hip hop and jazz. My sister went through like 3 years of dance. Her least favorite was tap. Yep. Yeah, it was bell dance. I was trying to girlify the lesbian out of her.
That always works.
Well, probably the gay one wasn't gonna work.
Can you have one name, like Cher?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Or Han.
Are you
not
gonna
a
share your
sponsor.
name?
Oh, well, do you want us to start working on the background, you said?
You don't have to, but we'll introduce your character names.
Okay.
So we know who's around the table. What was your name again?
Marcus.
Right,
I'm
what-
Zach.
Oh. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
I'm a go for half.
She said the thing. Playing a role-playing game.
It's pretty dry in this area.
Lonely
I got really lucky finding this tonight because I'm really cold outside.
Rolling the d20s down the table.
I had the blessing of actually seeing a tumbleweed on my Christmas break. In western Nebraska, of all places.
You know why you see so many tumbleweeds?
Because there's nothing out there.
Because they used to have that. It used to be a staple crop for Native Americans.
Oh. Well, there you go. I didn't know that.
It's fallen out of favor.
It's like dandelions.
Yeah.
Nature's delicacy.
I would hesitate to call it a delicacy, but it is a miracle food.
They're pretty good.
If you need something, it's in it.
The lack
That's
of
the protein.
dandelion.
We're eating as kids.
Dandelion?
I think my grandfather made me try one because I told him it wasn't edible. Like, we'll see about that. Grilled it. He was also I was a very literal child, so he had a rhubarb in his garden, and he told me the leaves were poisonous. But he didn't clarify, for someone who knows nothing about vegetation, where the leaf ended and where the stalk began. So I just thought all the plant was poisonous. So I'd chew it, suck on the juice, and then spit it out.
Well, that's how I did it anyway.
Who wants to eat candy celery anyway?
Candied sour celery. All right, everybody got their names? All right, Zach, we'll start with you. What's your character's name?
I cheated and I had to go generate.
That's a big name.
No, my name is Biltzain Sezlucci.
Bless you.
We'll go with Bilt.
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 Bilt for short.
I am Sharr Tann'Yuu. I go by Sharr.
Shart on you.
No, Sharr Tann'Yuu. It's a very common misconception. Would you like the spelling?
No.
Okay, alright.
AJ?
I am an engineer named Kanan Janus.
Kanan?
Kanan Janus. I also do another one.
I go by Orman. O-R-M-A-N. Orman.
We got a famous drug name there.
That sounds nothing like
That
fentanyl.
might have something to do with my background now.
If it didn't, it does now.
Okay, like I said, you guys are currently contracted with Silent Waters. Silent Waters has sent you to the Terra system. And you guys we can pass this around so you guys can see it. There's an orbital map of the Latera 4 system. It's a list of the planets and everything. What is interesting about it, it has 2 habitable planets in the system. One Latera and one Tann'Yuu. And this system right now sits in a precarious place in the galaxy. Maybe I should start with the galaxy first. This galaxy is actually 2 galaxies that have collided along their east spin and west spin. This is a dwarf galaxy. This is a galaxy about the size of our Milky Way. This one was spinning this way. This one was spinning this way. Okay, and so it's collided. It has created an area where the collision is taking place, commonly called the High Plateau, because it is a area of very rough navigation, and whatever civilizations were there have been kind of wiped out or forgotten about. So it is definitely a kind of less explored area of this galaxy. It's also very hard to travel in there. You have the Galatian Imperium, which kind of rules an area like this. Okay. Then you have the Old Core, which kind of rules right there, okay? And then you have the, I just made these names up today, so I gotta really, well, some of them I did. The Runian Drifa. The Runian Drifa is kind of another empire. that sits off kind of in this area right here. And the area where you guys are adventuring in used to be called the Cerebia Consolidation, which was right in here. But it went through a protracted civil war and was also pulled by the different larger polities around the area. And now it is a balkanized area where there's a lot of political intrigue, warfare, and stuff like that going on. The big galactic governments mainly they care about controlling the trade to a planet. They don't necessarily care about who rules the planet, as long as the trade comes through them. That's the way they rule. The Galatian Imperium is mostly humans. The Runian Drifa is made up of a majority of aliens with a small minority of humans, and the old core is roughly about half and half humans and aliens. In this universe, there's a certain conceit. If you guys don't mind, I can read this. I wasn't going to, but it's kind of a. The Drifters in the High Plateau is a role-playing game set in the High Plateau, an area of a galaxy about the size of the Milky Way near its outer rim that is colliding with another dwarf galaxy. Pele Major is the big one, and Pele Minor is the smaller galaxy. Pele Major exists. Within Pele Major exists a sophatic human species, Sophosajakius, that has come to predominate in the biome of intelligence of the galaxy. These humans are much like us, but more evolved. The rigors of being space-traveling species have necessitated a more robust genus, both culturally and physically. The High Plateau is a very turbulent area in space, making its exploration hard and time-consuming. The Galatian Imperium is a megapolity. It started as a space sport union and has grown into a galactic polity leviathan. The old core worlds are a loose affiliation of polities that evolved long before the Imperium, taking up that part of the galaxy I showed you. The Runian Drifa is a diverse polity of species with a militaristic bent. And then the unconsolidated mid-spiral, which is where you guys are at, or what's called the Cerebian Consortium consolidation. That's the unconsolidated mid-spiral. It kind of goes into a little bit of the High Plateau. The place where you're adventuring is...
Would you like this?
No, go ahead. Pass it around. Is Latera. Your group has been sent there. Currently, that area is on the edge of the High Plateau in a long stream of a dark nebula. The Letherian 4 system sits at a crossroads with two empires and a failed galactic polity. The government of Letheria is embroiled in a severe civil war. At stake is control of the planet's trade by either the Galatian Imperium or the Runian Drifa. Both empires do not want this local skirmish to boil over into a broader conflict, so they have not embargoed the planet. Both polities have taken an overt, hands-off approach to the civil war. On the covert side, however, they are throwing support towards their side. During the breakup of the Cerebia consolidation, Letheria suffered bad orbital bombardment, losing 50% of its population. Tann'Yuu suffered an even worse fate, having bioweapons released against its population, wiping out the intelligent species on its surface. The urban areas are now bioweapon wastelands, not safe for habitation. It has effectively become a dead planet until it can be revived. Population since the fall of this Cerebian consolidation has not done well, being subjected to internal strife in galactic politics. Letheria, before the Cerebia consolidation breakup, was one of the primary mining spots for lithium niobate crystals, which are rare in nature. But in Letheria, there's an abundance of them. Combined with its processing plants, makes this a hotspot in the galaxy for this resource. Characters are part of a covert proxy force with the mission of destabilizing the government of Thractal. Thractal is the proxy for the Runian Drifa. Parsival is the proxy for the Galatian Imperium. If either wins over the other planetary polities will fall in line with the winning party. Both sides have been at war in one way or another for the past 50 years. The planet has seen ruinious times. Characters work for Silent Waters, a Galatian Imperium corporation involved in covert and overt operations in the areas of the old Sarabia consolidation at the behest of its employers. Their operations on Letheria is a black operation and has thus far been limited to advisory and intelligence gathering and analysis for the Carissmal government. You were assigned to Letheria and you were making your way planetside. In making your way planetside, you guys have on board, there are supplies for the Carissmal military. So there's weapons, there's communications gear. There's also these high altitude stealth drones, or they're kind of like a cross between a satellite and a drone. You know, they don't sit up in the orbit; they sit in the atmosphere, but they stay up there for a long period of time. And the freighter you're on is typical of any freighter. If this is the Star Wars universe, it might be something like the Millennium Falcon or a Sea Rock class or a Gazanti class freighter. And you guys are heading into the atmosphere when going low over the part of the southern continent, your freighter is struck by a missile, and your freighter goes down. You guys have crash landed. In crash landing, you see who has piloting skill? Who has the best piloting skill?
I have a 7.
I do not.
I added a 1d6 to my mechanical, so
Okay.
whatever that means.
So that means you have
Piloting. So yeah, you have 3
Okay,
dice 6.
3.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
combine them, okay.
Yeah, combine.
3.
So you have 3d6. Okay, so you were probably flying. You managed to
Nice job.
actually for the speeds involved and stuff like that, the repulsor lifts kept operating mostly, and you managed to make a fairly soft landing.
Oh, nice job.
But the ship is definitely ruined. The place you went down, you see on an overhead map. So you call this up on screen, and you see you went down somewhere over here at an old city called Brox. Brox suffered an orbital bombardment probably around 45, 50 years ago, and is a ruin, has been overgrown, and now the flashing up on your screen is the information pouring in about that, and intelligence about the city of Brox. Now it's a lawless area inhabited by scavenger gangs in many kingdoms. Who has let's see here. Does anybody have heavy weapons? Just nobody took heavy weapons?
no,
Okay.
just standard monster.
Go ahead and everybody make it, since heavy weapons is under dexterity, make a dexterity roll. This is kind of a perception roll, okay? And you're running at a DC probably 12. One thing, sorry. When you're rolling, always roll a different colored dice with whatever pool you're rolling. So if you're rolling 2 dice, 1 dice will be a different color. If you're rolling 3 dice, 1 dice will be a different color. 4 dice, 1 dice will be a different color. 5 dice, etc. The different colored dice is called the wild dice. If you get a 6 on that, you add it to the total and you re-roll it and add that to the total. And if you get another 6, you add that and re-roll and add that and re-roll. So the wild die is your exploding dice, and that is rolled with everything you roll. Damage, everything. So every time you're making a skill roll, if your skill roll is 3 dice 6, I got my wild die. You can
No, I've got.
you add
I've
it
got
in,
mine.
and if you get a 6, you keep on adding it. So you guys can re-roll that.
Oh, full.
Yeah,
I got it.
full set.
I was not making it. I am not making
I
it.
don't think I am either.
13.
One off.
13?
Hey.
12.
12, sorry. I
12?
can count.
You got it.
Yay.
So,
He's not a weapons guy now.
you were actually at a weapon station doing scans. The missile that was coming in was identified as a Rudian Drifa anti-ship missile, which is kind of a heavy fucking thing. And yeah. So that's what hit you.
Okay.
So, and your approach, you don't know if anybody should have known your flight path, but for some reason there was a ship missile there waiting for you guys. You guys have crash landed in Brock's. When you guys are recovering in the freighter, okay, there's smoke around, there's electrical sparks around. Alarms are going off. What are you immediately doing in the next 5 minutes? And you're all kind of hurt, but you're not, I mean, you guys are heroes, so you're not like, injured.
Calling it a crash landing was a little harsh. It was a rough landing.
Soft crash, got it.
I've got some medicine skill. I need to check on these guys.
Okay?
I
My
need to roll for it.
Why do you need me to pull my pants down? Be quiet. No, you don't need to roll for it.
Okay,
So,
unless you're just hired.
no, my mental checklist is: can I walk? Can I run? Do I know the exits? I'm hauling butt out
okay?
out of the freighter.
Okay.
He didn't let me stick my finger in his butt, so.
Hey.
Check you guys
We'll
real
get
quick.
there.
You know, better safe than sorry. I don't want to be crash landed and have pulling.
Why do you think I'm running?
I had assumed these guys were somewhere else, so I'm going to check.
I already passed my physical. It's fine.
I got my mental acuities. I'm like, yep, we're good.
So
check on
really,
these
you're
guys.
you're making sure that everybody's good. You're going outside. Are you doing anything specific outside, or just
I am Silent Water's favorite idiot, so I'm getting out. If there's fire here, I want to not be near fire.
you see you've outside. You see you've crash landed into a deserted and destroyed city. Think of like some of the cities you've seen in World War II films, like in Germany and stuff like that. There's lots of ruins around, and you guys have just created like a nice big crater path in the ground. The ship is absolutely. You're looking at the ship. It's absolutely fucked. And
Good to know. Will
Cool.
not be using.
and you can see the cargo bay back. I mean that's been shredded and looking back down the way, like as far as you can see crates everywhere. Some bursted open.
Not my fault.
Well, it's not going to be mine.
Says the guy driving.
Uh,
Flying, I guess, technically.
Can I tell if I'm safer? Is this freighter going to go boom?
No.
Okay. So I still ran.
The fact that it didn't go
I
boom
panicked.
already.
Okay. Then I come to, you make a solid point voice in my head. If it was going to go boom, it would have gone boom by now. I'm going to wait quietly by the ship's exit.
Okay. And
Look, here's a second set of hands over here.
Kanan, what are you doing?
Probably saying a lot of swear words that are appropriate for this universe.
Let's hear him.
Farfel Dunker.
My father was a farfel dunker.
What did you call me?
Piece of shit freighter can't even survive a missile. Ship's not responding at all, right?
No, it's pretty much dead. You guys aren't going to go anywhere in this thing.
I'm just gonna grab a weapon and head out. I don't know what's on the outside of the ship.
Okay, so you're going to go back to the hold and start rummaging through the crates and grab some weapons?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
Am I done being checked out by the doc?
I don't know, are you?
I don't know.
You're good.
I'm good.
We're good. We're good. We're all.
I get the green
I
light.
don't know where the other guy went, but
Okay.
I forgot your name.
I
already.
lost him at take your pants off.
I'm gonna join in the hold and try to get anything useful, like supplies, medical kits, whatever kind of survival gear I can pull out of there. Anything handy, I guess, that's accessible,
Okay.
readily accessible, that I don't have to.
So
like,
in the next 5
dig
minutes, you
through
guys can
everything.
tear open a lot of chests. Do you want to join them after that then?
Yeah, I did have a
You should
question.
clean your
real
hands
quick.
first.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sanitation.
So there's just, is there anything? I know you said the ship's basically dead, but is there anything like internally, like parts-wise, that we could grab that might be able to put somewhere else to tell us any information? As in, like, kind of like I've been thinking, like a hard drive from a computer. Is there anything we could pull from like the navigation systems or anything that says, this is what we found?
Yeah, actually, you can pull. You can take one of your storage devices, plug it into the computer. You can start downloading like the black box correspondence. Like what was being said on the radio, because there was radio communication with.
So I can kind of grab that pre-missile information, kind of just
Right.
see if I can maybe get more information on what happened.
Right.
I will do that, and I will ask one of you guys to grab me just a blaster or something, so that way I can grab it on my way out.
So back there, you guys figured the most efficient thing to do is to dump out one of the crates, because you can each probably, between the two of you, can carry probably 2 crates, and then start just pulling it full of stuff. There's light repeating weapons, medium repeating weapons, heavy repeating weapons. Those are light ones, or think of like M60s. The heavy ones, think of like mounted BMGs, 50 cals. Except for these are all blasters. Okay, there are slug throwers in this universe, but blasters are the most common thing. There's also light blasters, medium blasters, heavy handheld blasters. There's med kits. There's the stealth drones. There's and if there's anything else you guys can think of that you think should be reasonably there, okay, and your character can go back on board.
I'm in my
Throw
safe
it in a
space.
kit, just mark it down somewhere, what you guys are doing, mark it back on these piece of paper too. If you guys want to talk about it, someone can mark it down, what you guys are grabbing. And I'll allow you to grab like, say, 10 items. There's communications equipment.
10 items amongst all of us?
Planetary, 10 items per crate, yeah.
But like per, I see what you're saying, sorry.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys are gonna grab 2 crates also, you guys can carry 4 crates out of there for a total of 20 items.
Got it. Gotcha.
Before you get back on the ship, go ahead and make a, do you have, search as a skill, or?
I have a 4 in perception.
Okay, then use your perception. Go ahead and roll your perception. Remember, roll your wild dice with it. Wild die. That looks like a good roll. Let me use some different dice.
Huh? Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, you roll too well.
Yeah, you
gotta
rolled
throw
too
it
well
away.
those dice. Let me get you some different dice. You have some different dice for them.
You use the white and I'll use the black ones.
I rolled a 15.
15. Okay. You notice, so your crash site is, say, like approximately here, okay? And there's buildings and stuff. You guys kind of actually crashed into a kind of a plaza almost. I mean, you went down a road and ended up at this plaza. You can see a sign hanging there saying Paraxel Granite University. I mean, it's been hanging there for a number of years, but evidently you crashed it into a former university. Okay. You can see down one of the alleys near you, probably around a football field away, you see movement, and this person runs away and disappears.
Is this good? If they're running away, they're obviously intimidated by my skills.
But
How does your mic look? There'd be lights. Now it's on.
well, there we go.
Now you're
I
good.
have the power.
It's probably not an issue.
Bye.
I should go see how my courageous crew is doing,
Okay.
and I'm going to head back in.
Go see if they're unloading things.
Yes. And then for my item, I'm going to pick the most important thing to keep everyone alive. Is there a screwdriver?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a sonic screwdriver if you want it.
Does it actually do anything sonic, or does it just make loud sounds as
That's
it
the
screws
brand.
things in?
It's sonic and magnetic.
Yes, I can make small objects move.
It smells slightly of anesthetic for some reason, but that's
I'll take it.
okay.
This is a key item that won't be used later.
You never know when a screw needs drived.
So, what are you guys grabbing then?
4 blasters, at least.
It was like
Who's writing down what we got? Are we writing down?
Heavy,
We all have ourselves.
heavy blasters are pretty easy. I mean, pretty easy to carry. You know, think of like a battle rifle. You know, then you have your carbines, which are like your medium blasters, and you have your light blasters, which are your pistols. And, yeah.
I was like thinking comms equipment and blasters.
I was gonna pick up if they had like just a first aid kit, like a road kit.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, like I'll take a rifle. Are we assuming these have like straps for
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we can carry
yeah,
them?
yeah.
Okay.
These are all military grade, which I mean, don't let that discourage you from.
I have
So-
my magnetic drive screwer.
2 inches this way. Both your heads are just right.
Away?
Yeah, like yeah, just 2 inches.
Be gone!
Do we have a specific? I don't think it matters. Do we have a specific name for these so that way we can delineate what kind of rifle we have?
Heavy, medium, light.
Medium it is.
To simplify, if you carry, saying we could each carry 20, if we can carry 20 things, we could each pick
In the
5
crates, I
things
mean,
they
you
want.
know,
Oh,
like
and
if-
then on
We're
us-
picking from 20
But if
items.
you want to carry things on you, you could probably carry a light blaster, you know, heavy carbine. You know, he's carrying a backpack full of medicine. One of you could carry comms equipment / computer, you know, one of you could carry terminal equipment.
Oh, I should probably take that.
It's very important that we are able to communicate with and locate any craft that are nearby. As I'm digging, is there any way that I can find a signaling equipment, something that I could point with, like that would emit a high frequency laser that I could catch the eye of a pilot with?
Yeah,
Like
you
a
could.
laser pointer.
You could, if there's flying craft, yeah. You could have one of those.
Perfect.
You also have a radio you could, you know, use to communicate to your base with.
That seems efficient.
There's also drones. Like I said, there's the big drones, but there's also smaller drones, smaller surveillance drones. That counts as like a pack item. If you take one of the big drones, like 2 people would have to carry that. So,
Is there some kind of like a grappling gun?
yeah,
Yeah? Okay, I want to grab a grappling gun.
okay.
That's kind of badass, I'm not gonna
There's
lie.
enough
That's
grenades
awesome.
there. You guys could easily carry like maybe 4 grenades each. Or
Whoa.
4
I
grenades
I
it
should be
is.
the one, I am the most careful, the most dexterous of us all. If you want to give me the explosives, I will make sure, no, okay, well, I tried.
A lot of yapping, not a lot of give me the grenades now.
That is my personality, yes.
Why
But
say
that's,
many word when short word do?
well,
if you can think of any other weird equipment, just let me know.
Any kind of like propulsion pack? He's got a grapple gun, but do we have something?
Oh, there's also light armor. So armor, there's enough armor padding, or there's enough armor there that you can each have a +2 armor. So the way armor works is like if you're hit by something, you're going to roll your strength. Okay. With the +2 armor, you're going to roll your strength with a +2. So
Just adding 2 on, so if we get
Right.
8, it's 10. Or we don't, or we.
it's just a +2. It's not
Right, not 2 dice.
Right,
Okay.
right.
so,
It'd be +1 dice versus physical. But for like blasters, it's just a +2. But for physical attacks, it's +1 dice.
Right, got it. I am following. Go
I'm talking a lot, so if I need to shut up, let me know. But I feel like we'll be traversing here. We're going to be out and about. I saw some people potentially moving outside. I want to make sure. I was told by my grandfather, twice removed, that there's only 3 things you should invest in: your shoes, your bed, and your vehicles. So, are there any shoes amongst these crates? Potentially for traversing foreign surfaces.
Well, the shoes you have on are pretty robust shoes.
Oh, okay. Well, I was looking for moon boots, but I'll take what I can get.
Go
Is there
gadget.
like a rations pack? Or would that be assumed with like my my bag?
There's rations there. I mean, there's the protein, high protein sticks and stuff like that, so
Okay.
they're pretty lightweight. You can easily carry enough for 3 days. There's dehydrated water.
Sweet.
What is this powder?
Some oxygen.
About 10 minutes have passed as you guys are rummaging around in the hole. Everybody, go ahead and make a perception check. If you have search, make a search check.
Oh boy.
I was just gonna say, if you got above a 10, let me know. Then if you got above a 15, let me know.
Got above a 10.
Just above a 10.
You got above a 10, you got above a 10.
I got a 19 on 2 dice.
Okay.
Got any more dice?
You guys notice probably around a football field and a half approaching you this way is a group of armed humans. At this distance, you can't really tell, but you can tell that they are carrying weapons, and they're kind of spread out a little bit, kind of approaching. You two, you hear static in the background, and go check. And that's the radio,
It's broke, but it looks like you could easily fix it. Just looks like the probably the speaker or whatever it is like that is probably damaged a little bit, but you could rip that out and hook it up to a different one real quick if you want to repair that, so you can hear what's trying to come in.
I'm very good at repairing. Do I roll for that?
Sure.
Okay.
So everyone notices the
Yeah,
group
you guys notice the group at the same time. So these guys also notice the radio. So, this is kind of a free roll for the repair of the radio. So.
I get it.
Okay. Okay.
I rolled 7 dice. I think I got it.
Oh yeah, when I made you roll, I knew there was that many. Jesus. Yeah.
Just give me.
I like rolling dice though.
No, I was trying to make sure I wasn't hitting one of the wires on the ground. Because my fat ass in the chair sitting on wire.
Fair enough.
Or me tripping over it. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I'm clumsy enough the way it is. Yeah, so you really, actually, you just hit the radio, and it starts coming in, and it's doing
Yeah, that's nice.
it's doing large band scanning, and you hear over an open frequency. You recognize the
You gotta recognize.
you recognize the language as that of someone from the Runian Rifa, and he's talking to somebody that seems to be more local. I mean, the signal strength on the answering side is probably fairly close to you. Okay, the signal strength on the other side with the Runian Drifa speaker is definitely farther away, but they're having a conversation. You could also, in another band, you could also hear your base is trying to get hold of you. X-ray 1, X-ray 1, what's your status? X-ray 1, what's your status? And they just keep on repeating that. And yeah. So That's the situation now. You have these guys approaching. What are you gonna do?
Using my excellent deduction skills, I believe those guys are not friendly.
I'm gonna hide. Find the nearest hiding spot and just cower.
In the ship?
Somewhere. Just,
Okay, so you get behind some crates.
yep, I'm just gonna hide and just
Okay.
hang out and just cower. Just kinda in a waiting
How
position.
far away are they?
About a football field and a half.
Can we tell if they've seen us, or are they just, we can see them, but they can't?
Yeah,
And I'm hiding.
They've seen the ship.
They've seen the ship, but maybe not us yet. Maybe not us, I'm saying if they're coming to investigate the
You,
ship.
you,
if we
you
haven't
don't,
seen
you don't
us
know
yet.
if they've seen you.
Okay.
Are there any defenses on the ship itself we could utilize? Some kind of cannon or gun we can get in and that's still functioning?
You know, let's make a luck roll, okay? You roll 2 dice, I roll 2 dice. Whoever gets higher, if you get higher, there's a functioning blaster cannon.
Okay.
I got a 4, I said lower, right?
Whoever gets higher, I think.
Oh, sorry, okay. Well, then I think you won.
Because I got an 11, yeah. Okay.
Or blaster cannon.
Yeah, actually, the weapons crew you were at before is still functioning. The cannon is you get on it real quick and fire it up, and it pivots around.
Okay.
Okay. What are you doing up front in the cockpit with the radio communications?
I'm gonna be anywhere other than the cockpit right now.
So you're not gonna do anything with radio?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the radio back and find a hiding spot.
Okay.
Anybody?
Are you gonna go back in the cargo bay? 'Cause the back of the ship is kind of ripped off, so the cargo bay is kind of open, because there's a whole stream of debris coming up. And you notice some of those people are running over to these crates and stuff and opening them up. Some other ones are coming, towards the ship. But some of the group is slothing off as they're like, hey.
Stuff in here.
And then, what are you doing?
So, I have plenty of experience on failed missions. I tend to be I think I'm really accomplished, but I tend to be the person who screws things up on purpose. So everything around me tends to go to crap. So I'm used to situations going wrong, or not as.
Well, then why are you in this situation? It's gone all right so far.
Correct. We've landed. We're alive.
Thanks to me.
I would like to not be near the entrance, and I would like to hide, I think, as well, but I would like to be in a position where if they were to board on.
Yeah, and that's what I assume he is too.
That's what I'm-
I mean,
yeah.
there's crates there that he's
I'm
hiding
hunkered
behind.
down-
You
I'm
have a
hunkered
good
down
view.
aiming.
You can take the same position on the
Yeah.
other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be in an obvious location.
Okay. What are you doing with the blaster cannon then?
I don't know much about starship gunnery, unfortunately, but I'm gonna light this candle.
Find
Are you
trigger.
gonna fire it?
Yeah, let's do
Make
that.
the problem go
Are you gonna try to
away.
hit them, or are you gonna hit near them?
Well, I don't know much about starship gunnery, so I guess we're gonna find out how good aim I am.
Depends on
So
the
are you
outcome.
aiming for them, or are you aiming not for them?
Let's aim for it.
Okay.
Yeah, the best
I'd
threat
like
is
to
the
point
death
out
threat.
Jeremy's look right now.
See,
With
I
the
wanted
with
to
the
go with the whole
starship
blasting
gunnery,
thing, but-
it has a 2 dice computer on there, so you could add 2 dice to your starship gunnery roll.
Yeah, take some.
And
Oh no, I have 2, I'd add 2, so it'd be a total of
4 dice 6.
Okay.
Yep.
And this is my special dice, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna use
Let's
the
hope-
rainbow special dice.
Let's hope it's
I got a
6.
good feeling about the rainbow special dice.
Let's see 6s on the wild dice.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not even to roll damage. It's a starship scale weapon against a
Group of
group
guys.
against a squish.
I'm the wild card of the group, I guess. I'm just like,
See, I wanted
See
to
ya,
start.
Charlie
I wanted
Kelly.
to start the whole blasting thing, but that's what I did last time, so I wanted to.
The laser fires up. You're like, boop, 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 boop. It lands around a bunch of guys, but you cauterize 2 of them. into these nice little boil spots.
Steam.
A little bit of smoke from some steam, maybe.
Okay.
Cook an egg
I'm
on it.
gonna yell. So
Gravy.
I got all of them, or just the?
No, you got two of them,
Two of
but you
Okay.
have made them start to scatter.
Okay.
And they're paying attention.
I'm gonna yell. I either bought us some time or screwed the pooch. So let's make some quick decisions.
Okay.
You should fire that radio back up.
Well, you did in fact buy some time. These guys, the ones who are grabbing crates, they keep a hold of them. They're running off the side, and others like they're running for they try grabbing it. Some of them were carrying them and just drop it and frickin' run.
Okay.
Yeah, that whole group just disperses.
Except for the two there. Puddles.
Yeah.
They are going anywhere.
Right. They're called rations now.
Ooh.
We call them griddles.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
I'll climb out of the gunner position
Okay.
and give everybody the thumbs up.
Cool.
So you said something about the radio?
I was
What?
gonna say you should fire that radio back up and see if anything's
see what they
changed on
said.
it. See if any of the communications have potentially changed.
Yeah, let's fire up the radio and
See if
what they think.
maybe if those guys were related to the message we were hearing.
I think so. But this will confirm it. Right, Scott?
Right.
I know headquarters wants me alive, so we need to get a hold of them.
Oh, thank God we've got our plot armor here.
I'm not the target.
This is the guy that usually says that the first. Isn't he the red shirt of the group? Oh.
Literally.
Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, you guys fire the radio up and Bates like, oh, we're glad to hear you survived. What happened? We saw a missile track up, and you were off the radar.
Yeah, missile hit. Why didn't you tell us about that?
We didn't know about it. You were coming in on a path that no one should have known about it.
Well, clearly somebody found out about it.
Well, and it gets worse from there.
Oh, great.
There is a quick reaction force from the I bolded them so I could find them right away, of course. There's a quick reaction force from Fractal on its way to apprehend you guys. In the meantime, they've communicated with a local tough gang around there that they use as proxy forces, and they're heading to your position. Our suggestion is, we've had contact with a local warlord around the area named Andrea Toff. I can send you the coordinates to where he's at. You might be able to negotiate some sanctuary with him.
I'm great at negotiations.
But the thing is you don't want to get caught
By anybody?
by the quick reaction force that's coming in, or by anybody.
Okay.
Because any one of these people who capture you, they might negotiate you away for money.
Well, don't threaten me with a good time.
As long as we get a cut, I mean, profits.
I didn't know it was that important.
Oh, surely it's me.
Don't call me Shirley. Cool. Tell me the good news.
The good news is you're alive.
For now.
Hardly good news. All right. So we've got.
Oh, the good news is instead of your danger pay kicking in at plus 1 week, we're kicking in now.
Groovy.
That seems like a sign.
Could I run back to the hold? Everything that's spilled out. Is there anything in the mix that is either I would recognize either A, of high monetary value, or B, something rare that could be bartered?
Yep.
Do I need to be more specific? Or, yeah.
No. You don't need to be more specific. I'm trying to think of an elevated system here to where, like, if you roll really good, then there's some really good shit.
Okay.
let's, how do we wanna do this? Maybe another luck roll, except for, I'm gonna roll 3 dice, you're gonna roll 2, okay?
Okay.
Scott doesn't lose.
Oh, shit.
8.
Got a 15. So, yeah, what you do find is there is the on the shipment there was a box of gold gold plates. Okay,
Okay.
that evidently got ripped out early in the fiasco, but you do manage to find probably about 10,000 credits worth of gold.
Okay. How heavy is that?
Or,
Is
no,
that-
actually, we'll say not gold, because that's fucking heavy. We'll say 10,000 galactic or Galatian Imperium credits.
10,000 credits. Okay.
Right.
Is
And
that,
they're unmarked, so they're not like the stand, like if you carry around a credit stick, you can have it put on yours and stuff like that, but they also make a currency to where it's like,
Okay.
this is a hard thing, and that's for, well, it has its uses, and this is one of them.
Yeah. Check. It's for
Excellent.
things you don't want people to know about purchasing. Can I pocket as many of them as possible? Are they
You
in a
can take all the
container?
whole 10,000.
Okay.
Sweet.
I'm
Are there any
buying.
cloaking
I'm buying
devices
dinner,
in-
guys.
amidst the rubbish.
All right.
Rubbish.
Huh?
Are there any cloaking devices or anything?
No.
Nope, gone. Darn.
Yeah, no easy MacGuffins out of this.
I got a laser pointer.
There you go.
Hopefully we're dealing with
And a
cats.
sonic screwdriver.
A magnetic drive screw. Legally distinct.
TM.
We'll take a slight potty break. Or maybe, I don't know.
Oh, he's shoving
minutes?
he's shoving dollars in his pocket.
Turn off audio for a few minutes. I don't have a be right back. But, hey, we'll be right back.
Boom.
You seem impressed.
Audio's back.
Okay, so information you've gotten from base is that there's a warlord around the area named Andrea Toff. He's about and gives you a map to where his encampment's supposed to be, and it's like 7 kilometers away.
Okay.
Well, we should start walking.
I want to grab one of those little drones on the way out too. I think that'd be handy to do some reconnaissance.
Okay.
So this is a very serious question, actually. Can we ride the drones? Are they big enough to hold it?
No, they're like,
okay.
you know,
Because I knew you had said there were some bigger ones, but I didn't know if they were big enough.
yeah, the big ones are meant to go up in atmosphere, be stealthy, and kind of stay there.
I'm a politician. I'm not built for long treks in the forest. So, well, abandoned cities, I guess. But
Okay. So you're gonna fire up the drone then,
Sure.
and have that with you as you go?
Yeah.
You put the
Okay,
thing
so-
on.
Now you can tell our power levels.
Does it follow voice commands, or do I actually need to like?
No, it's like your eye. You can.
Okay. And does that have a
You've
camera
probably
on
been
it?
trained to
Oh, okay.
to
I
use
hope
it.
so.
So we'll assume you have been since you're part of the
Hand
Silent
waving up.
Waters company.
Okay.
Had to have training somewhere.
So so you've grabbed everything you want to grab. Then you guys gonna head out?
I did grab just a comms modular and then a light blaster. But
Okay.
other than that, I have my trusty laser pointer and drive screwer.
Well, I grabbed comms, medium rifle, terminal equipment, grenades, and armor.
So you guys are in the hold of the ship. You power up the drone. You have it fly out. You're kind of guiding it. I'll give you a +2 dice to your perception roll. Go ahead and make a perception.
$19.
19. Okay. In
18.
the line of burnt out buildings over here, kind of across the street, and then up here against a kind of a low wall that was kind of around the plaza, and then from a rune over here, you see that there's 3 guys here, here, and here, and they appear to have just probably gotten into position, and you can immediately tell that they're a little bit different than the people you saw before. Okay? They have tactical gear. You know, they look like they kind of know what they're doing. And sure enough, I mean, looking at it, you can see that they have your exit here covered, and like if you decided to blow out the front window and come out here, they have that covered.
So I turned the wrong people into goo.
We're surrounded.
Does anybody have any kind of
Is there any weaponry on the drone?
Surveillance.
well, so what if we
That's a good weapon.
what if we like come out and just be like, who are you guys? Try to talk with them. You don't necessarily need to
I
kill
can
everybody.
talk to them.
Not turn them into goo.
I mean, we can maybe
We
put
could-
you on the gunner and have somebody go out and talk
Oh,
to them.
okay.
I'm just saying we can have a backup.
So
plan.
you use the gun. The gun will cover these 3, okay?
Okay.
But it's on this side and it won't cover these.
Okay.
So really, we would be talking to them with the hopes that we would be running that way.
Now, I don't want to risk you trainees on the first go. So if you need an experienced, well-versed individual, I am happy to negotiate our exit. Otherwise, I pick him.
Well, I was gonna say, I would say get up in the gunner's. I would say you should get up in the gunner's seat. Just how fast can you get down out of that thing? As in,
Pretty fast.
Okay.
okay,
I guess
so
that'd be a
like if,
dexterity check.
if we have to quickly escape because you blow 3 dudes away.
And if not, your sacrifice is a sacrifice we're willing to make.
I understand.
Many of you will die.
Okay, I'll climb back into the gunner seat.
Okay. Goes around to them. I assume.
I'm not gonna activate it, I'm just gonna sit in it.
Okay,
Okay, like just kind of at the ready.
okay.
I'm not pointing at anybody just yet. Because you wanted to try a negotiation.
Right, I was
And
gonna
if
say
that goes south, that's when.
Yes. Yep.
Go ahead and make a technical roll.
2.
Alright.
6.
Alright.
6.
Totally
Yeah,
wasn't
there's
in your
a
protein bar
patch
as
into that
you said
panel
that
for
to me.
like
That's
the drone, so you can patch the drone into your targeting console.
Oh, okay.
So
Neat. TB boop.
Look at that.
R2D2 that shit. Not a sponsor.
Alright, so
Legally
which one
distinct R2D2.
who's the best speaker?
2R2D.
Yeah.
I'm very well versed.
I believe you. Kind of. Not really.
So did my superiors, who assigned me to this mission.
Sir yaps a
I'm
lot.
fine with sending him out. But I'm gonna when he goes out, I'm gonna hunker up next to the opening so that
Okay.
I can give some cover and fire if he needs to run
You're
back
in the
in.
turret. You're gonna be next to the opening next to him,
Yeah, I
like
guess.
on the opposite side.
Yep.
You got something white you can like.
No need,
underwear.
I'm a master negotiator.
All right, negotiate this shit.
He's a master debater.
Well, I have debated in my time, yes.
Nice.
Often, quite frequently with myself at night.
There you go.
About,
Practice makes perfect.
I would not call myself perfect by any means. Even I'm my own worst critic.
Practice makes perfect, though.
So I'm gonna try and head out.
Okay.
Is it like a drop-down exit, or does...
Yeah, it's like on, it's like, it's down already, because I
Alright.
ran out earlier on.
Hello, comrades!
You
Crickets.
see one of them peek out from around the wall. Hello! You should throw down your weapons and come with us.
Perfect, I have no weapons! See, this is working.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna go. Like, he sounds friendly.
Well, that's him taken care of.
Okay, so they're like, have your buddies come out too.
Buddies,
We mean you no harm.
what are you talking about? Do you not know who I am? I'm Great Sharr Tann'Yuu! I pilot myself.
We know there's other people in there.
Well, there were. They're just not quite as sturdy as I am. Girthy, even.
Have them come out. We mean you no harm. We're going to bring you to safety.
Would you like to carry their corpses? By all means. I'm delicate. I'm frail.
Make a con roll.
Okay. That is 4.
Wild dice. Roll it again.
He's gonna need those other 3.
Roll again.
This is not my die. I don't know that I make it here with a total of 9.
No, you add the 2 6s you just rolled.
Oh.
And the 3.
And the 3.
How about 22?
Yeah, that's
I didn't know you were such an elegant speaker.
Sharr
They're all,
Tann'Yuu?
they're all crying because it's like he's such a way with words.
They're so sad for my
there's a
loss.
side conversation. You see the 3 of them step out, and one was going up and check the ship out. So the other 2 are heading towards the ship, and the one takes him and says, "Pleased to meet you."
Hello! I am
Shakes
Sharr
his hand.
Tann'Yuu!
Pleased to meet you.
Okay, so in this brilliant Sherlockian mind of his, what Sharr is looking for here is the nature of this man's hand. Is he wearing a glove? Does it look like he's a seasoned soldier? Can he tell anything from this firm handshake?
Is he married? Is
Does
he
he
right-handed or
wanna-
left-handed?
You
Is he a
can
master
tell
debater?
that he's probably not a soldier per se, but someone who's worked hard for most of his life. I mean, but you can tell he's definitely more feral than they live in this wasteland, and they have to survive in this wasteland by taking things that they taking opportunity where they can. You know, they're scavengers.
Did I remember the name of who is sending out the rebel like contingent?
Yeah, Runian Dreyfus is that's the polity that's behind Thraktal now, and it was the Runian Dreyfans who were talking to some local gang around here.
That we turned
in
into.
Runian Dreyfan,
Okay.
in that language.
Oh,
My bad.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
As you can see, I've
Allegedly.
captured this fine ship. Unfortunately, I'm not quite a skilled pilot. The crew was dead on impact, so luckily for us, we have a brand new ship.
Well, it'll be useful for something, yeah. We'll get some good scrap value out of that.
Yes, I do want to warn you, the heavy cannons do tend to pop off on their own. We had a little bit of a premature emission on our way down, and that tended to cause a, what was the phrase the pilot screamed as I stabbed him? A soft crashing?
Yeah, that looks more like a hard crashing.
Well, to each their own.
Luckily, the pilot died, I guess. Pilot of that lack of skill level.
I know, right?
I'm gonna kill both of you.
Meanwhile, and do you still have your grenades and shit on you, or
Oh, I have no grenades.
so you don't have any weapons?
I have a light blaster.
Okay, give me the blaster.
Absolutely, I hand him the laser pointer.
Just don't fuck around when he grabs you, pulls the blaster,
Okay.
stuffs it in his shirt.
What are the chances that you'd let me this be an actual laser pointer, just a one-shot blaster?
What are you trying to do with it?
Well, if he's trying to take my weapon, the one little cell battery in there, I wanted to try and point blank aim at his face.
Like electrocute him or
Stun?
stun?
It's a laser pointer taser.
You know,
One shot.
I'll give you a surprise on that.
If you want, we could do a luck roll.
No,
Okay.
I'll give you a surprise on that. I mean,
Okay.
you can have a free attack. What's your melee?
Low.
So it'd be
3.
It'd be your dexterity. Or,
3.
okay.
Wild dice.
Oh no. Okay, so 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 6 is 17.
17. Yeah, you hit. 17 is like 12 above the hit number, so your damage is going to be plus 2. So roll 2d6 plus 2 for damage.
One of them needs,
You got
Ignore
any
it.
special dice?
Yep.
Oh, always?
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, you can explode on damage.
5.
5.
And you guys just hear from the ship, pocket pointer!
Oh, he rolled an 11 for a strength roll, so that is your damage is under his strength roll. So instead of wounding him, you actually stun him. You point at it. You press the eject button on whatever head it has on there, and it goes off rather vigorously in his eye. Okay, so it hits him in the eye as he's grabbing you. Okay, grabbing your hand, and he gets knocked backwards. He's on the ground like, "Oh, my fucking eye!" At the same time, the two guys come up the ramp. Or, they get to the ramp. You see them. They see you. What are you doing? They're gonna fire twice each.
Oh, is this the same rules with if you try to do multiple actions, you lose a dice?
Right.
Okay.
So like in combat, you just tell me what you're doing. It's like I'm going to run over here. I'm going to fire twice, and so every action, okay, beyond the first action,
is a -1 dice to everything you're doing. Not for damage and strength rolls and stuff, but for like your 2 hits. So we're like, they have a 4 dice blaster skill. Okay, they've declared that they're going to fire twice. Okay, so that's 2 actions, so it's -1 dice. So they actually only get to roll 3 dice for each attack roll. So it's kind of like it's a way to manage your actions. Okay, because the more actions you do, the less chance you have at
Right.
succeeding at.
I want to do a backflip while shooting and no scoping a guy.
Right.
Cool. Roll your chaos
So,
dice.
where I've
One
said these guys
dice.
are going to take and fire 2 shots, it's the second action that's the -1. So
How
all dice
good
rolls
are you
-1.
at blaster?
So their skill level is
Not
actually going to be
just
rolled at
2
3 dice.
base- base
instead of
2.
4 dice.
Okay.
How good are you at grenade?
I'm not a fighter.
I maybe should not be the guy in the gun turret because I actually, I have a 4d6 dexterity and then the 1d6 on a blaster.
I am so
Okay, you're
terrible at
slightly better
fighting.
at blaster than I am.
Oh,
They
you
just
did
see
that
us
too.
and
Yeah,
have decided they're
I know
going to
you
shoot
did
at us, or that's what like,
blaster.
they see us
Well,
and they're shooting.
they see you guys, and you have your weapons. You're crouched down at the door. Like, I mean, it's obviously hostile. They feel it's a hostile situation. They're going to fire you.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, I
But
was
you
gonna,
guys do have partial cover. So
How far away are they?
you guys are about at most like 10 meters apart. Not even that. Probably 5 meters.
So too close for a grenade.
Well, not actually, because you could roll one down the thing, and you guys are inside, so you could go around the corner.
I like where your head's at. Grenade time.
Okay.
okay.
So what are you doing? You're gonna roll a grenade down the corner and duck around.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm just going to duck a little further away, get away from the blast.
Okay. So in the first combat sequence, they both fire. You roll the grenade. You roll off to the side. That's the first combat sequence. So let's just go ahead and roll our roll your grenade roll. I mean, you need like a 4 or above. So, but remember, every 5 above you get +1 damage. So, and you're just ducking. So
Yep.
they're firing. Oh, and you guys are behind cover, so they get a -2 dice for that. So they get 1 dice on each shot. I'm just gonna, well, no, because so their first shots, first guy, 6, 11. That'll hit. I don't know who it hit, but we'll figure out. And the next one. Yes. So who does that hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're leaning out. You get clipped by a blaster at the same time the grenade rolls down.
Cool. I rolled a 15 for my grenade.
Huh?
I rolled a 15 for grenade.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 6, 7, 8. So you're going to end up wounding him. And since he's a mook, it'll be incapacitated. So, your damage.
What's a grenade's damage?
Oh, I thought
That was
oh,
my
that was the
hit.
2 hit.
Yeah.
Oh, grenade's damage. I think is like 5 dice.
Groovy. Not so groovy. $22.
22. So that is, in fact, 2 times above what he rolled. So you actually kill that one. Oh, and the second guy, what does he roll? He rolls an 11, and you got a 22?
Mm-hmm.
So again, that's 2 times above. So you kill both of them with the grenade
Sweet.
before they can take their second action. The damage on you
Ouch.
is, let's see here, 10, 12, 12. And roll your strength, and you get +2 because of armor.
6.
6.
Yeah.
So that's 2 times above. So you would be
Dead.
double wounded because you're
Unalive.
alive. You have.
Yeah, I don't have good strength. Good using everything. My body, I'm not very good at using.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, bennies.
Bennies. These are re-rolls. Whatever. There's, you get 2 re-rolls per second. Spend.
Spend them wisely.
Do you want to re-roll?
I don't know if I'm gonna get any higher. I only have 2 dice for strength.
Oh, okay. Well, you're double wounded.
Sweet.
Oh, and you each begin with 1 Aegis point, which is a that did not fucking happen point. Okay?
Mulligan point.
Right.
A nuh-uh point.
Oh no, the fate points are that did not happen. The Aegis point.
The fate point is that it on
So you have 1 Aegis point, 1 fate point. The fate point is that did not happen. The Aegis point is I'm going to do something really fucking spectacular. All your dice rolls are doubled for that round.
Oh, I like that.
So it's a way of being like super heroic.
Cinema.
Alright, so we took out the 3, these guys. Well, no, sorry, we took out those 2 and then that one guy's
So you get one as
massaging
round
his eyeball.
And now probably
Stunned.
pretty angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did anything in the explosion get him? Or is he falling out of that?
I'm going to leave these 2 out of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to kill him yet.
Sharr is 1v1ing.
CQC.
Yeah, it explodes down there. Your ears ring. You can feel the pressure wave from it, but you're far enough away, and it's the next round. You've rolled offside. You've rolled offside. You're wounded,
Yeah.
of course.
I'm just gonna chill for a moment.
Okay. You're like, oh fuck, laying on the bulkhead or back up against the bulkhead. Fuck me. What are you gonna do?
I'm still inside the ship with him, so I'm gonna go and tend to his wounds to help him up because we're gonna need all the help we get with these other 6 guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna go help
So
him.
you're gonna go help him. What are you doing?
Medic! So these 3 are the ones who came down to meet him here.
Right.
So my ability to shoot anybody is now gone.
Right.
Okay, I will slide.
There's 3 that are covering the back,
Okay.
and 3 that are covering the front.
As I'm running over, I yell, "Get out the damn turret!"
Okay. I will slide down the ladder or whatever out of the turret.
You can move into the cargo hold and take cover to cover against those guys if you want.
Against these guys?
Against these guys. Or you can go to the front and cover against them.
I'll go to the front
Okay.
and cover against those guys.
Okay.
So is there an opening I can shoot out of, or they're waiting for someone to like bust something out? You said
They're just there to cover the front because right now, there's no way to get out front unless you like chuck a grenade or
bust something.
bust
out.
something out.
Okay.
Although, did they not just hear an explosion and
Well,
a
they
little more
did.
high alert?
Yeah, their reactions will.
Oh, and they also
will be
probably heard the
Well,
other guy like scream out in pain as his eye got impaled.
Can I bust out a window
He's
or
a
shoot
wild
out
card
a
at
window?
this point. We don't.
Yeah, you can
Just give myself an ability to
Yeah,
fire
yeah, you
out?
can shoot it out.
Okay, I will shoot out a window.
Okay. You
Yep.
take cover. You take cover up
Metal
there.
Gear.
Okay.
Can you cover them?
Sure.
Okay.
Senator Armstrong over here.
Can I?
So you have 3/4 cover.
Pocket pointer.
Okay. And that's my action,
Yeah.
so to speak. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm up front.
Okay. Their action, the stunned guy,
Might as well just call him the pissed guy now.
is
I'm aware of the effect I have on humans.
Does that happen a lot?
More than you know.
the pissed guy. He is going to fire at you. So he takes his carbine when he's on the ground and fires it at you. He's going to be -1 because he's stunned, and -1 because his eye is fucked up. And then he is going to be scrambling backwards, so that's another action. So he's just basically taking a wild shot at you because he's taking 3 actions. So it's a -2 dice, so he's only rolling 2 dice to hit you when he rolls to hit. What are you doing?
I'm going to So I did this when he reached for my blaster. So I was handing it out to him.
No, because you weren't handing, you were handing me your screwdriver, you were
Right.
handing me your blaster, right.
Right. So he went to.
He went to get your blaster.
Yeah. So
Got
I
to have
do
it
have
on
it
your,
on me.
right, you do have
Okay.
it.
I'm going to try and. I'm going to dodge first. Then I'm going to try and pull it out and blast it.
You don't have to declare a dodge, you can declare that at the time you're hit.
Okay. Then I'm going to try and click draw.
Okay. Okay.
And it started blasting.
And then,
But I'm not too good,
so
so-
you're healing him, I'll have you make a med roll. Because this is the, yeah, and you're moving out front.
I mean, yeah,
Try
in
to borrow
front.
one of your dice.
Sure, I
Yeah,
don't mind that.
okay, okay.
Perfect.
So he's -2 dice, he's rolling to hit you, it's point blank, it'll be 5, you need a 5.
To dodge or
Jesus.
to hit?
That's to hit. He rolled another, wow, this guy's wild dice.
No, this is a 4. I just rolled 2 6s.
I thought that looks like a 6 from this
No.
angle, I'm like,
Yeah.
you
No,
rolled
I
another
would
6
ask
on that
him what
wild
dice he
dice?
brought. These are not mine.
Oh, these aren't mine either.
Yeah, they're mine.
Oh, well.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Wait, why don't they ever
They
roll
never,
that
they
well?
never roll that way for me.
No, I was gonna say, DMing playing your campaigns when you're rolling those dice never work that way.
Have you tried treating them?
All right, and he's firing at you for 5. That'll hit. Roll your damage, which is going to be 3 dice 6.
Oh, I thought that's what I was doing.
No, you rolled to hit.
Okay,
So,
this
you got a 16. So you'll get an extra. You'll get +2 to damage. So 3 dice 6
Okay.
+2.
Okay, so I need to roll blaster then, or I need to roll dodge, because
Um,
I thought he was hitting me.
Yeah. So if you want to roll your dodge, go ahead and roll your dodge.
Okay.
That's what most of them do.
Can I
Dex.
borrow 2 die?
You sure can.
Oh, do you have a bolt? This is chaos now.
So you don't have skill
Okay.
See, this is why I bring these.
Might need to borrow some of those.
Okay, so dodge is.
You made your dodge.
Okay.
Don't even worry about it. He didn't hit you.
Cool.
24.
I'm good at staying alive, and that's it.
Okay, roll your damage. 3 dice +2.
You can dodge a
Okay.
wrench, you can dodge a blaster.
Not a sponsor.
There's the 6.
Let's go!
Okay, so 10 plus
16,
18.
18. 18. You got a 6, 7, 8, 9, so that's double. Yeah, he takes a wild shot at you, and you kind of dodge aside, and you just kind of crouch next to him. Or what are you saying? As you blow his head off.
I guess you could say that your water is now silent. Sharr Tann'Yuu is coming! And then I'm going to sprint back towards the.
You just got shark.
That's short.
No, Sharr is my father. I am Sharr.
My bad.
Each generation, the T gets more silent.
Oh. It gets more silent.
Well, originally, my great grandfather had 6 T's. So each one.
These 3 guys up here actually take a pot shot at you, but your dodge was so high and it flies. Shots are hitting around you as you. So you said your corny silent water or whatever water's silent. And get up and you start running and like the blaster bolts are landing around you. It's like slow motion. He's running up.
So I picture my guy shaped like if everyone's seen Deadpool 2, is it Bob, whoever the office guy is, whose power is just he wants to be on Team Deadpool, and he's coming out of airplane diving in just a suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that. I'm just an office worker. I'm just trying to get
Yeah,
my
you were there
9 to
for
5.
paperwork.
I was here to train, but only to run the training video.
I press play.
This is the most extreme cross-training event you're ever gonna get.
Okay, you get back on the ship.
I still think I need to roll for
Yeah, roll,
medic.
you just roll.
Yeah, heal me.
Can I have one of the white ones? Does that have to be my...
What's your strength?
My strength?
Yeah.
2.
That was cool.
3,
So this is
8,
the type of Catan player you're talking about.
Yeah, wild dice.
So whenever I
11, 12, 13,
played Warhammer, I always had a rule
21?
that if it didn't
21?
land
Yep.
in the dice tray, it did not count. That way, we never had arguments of if a fallen dice off the table.
Yeah, you quickly unsling your bed pack, you give them some stim boosters, some fast heal, and you're still wounded, but for this combat, you're not wounded anymore.
Sweet.
So,
You're saved. Thanks, Doc.
okay.
It was I, with my valiant aura that healed you.
That's pretty scary.
For real, no cap, my friend.
Oh, go ahead and make a perception.
As the
because
ancients
you
used to
get
say.
plus 2 dice to it.
Plus
Or,
2.
yeah, so if you have search, well, so you have 4 dice 6. Or
Oh.
6 dice 6.
1,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11.
And that's with 6 dice?
Oh, 2 extra. I thought you meant just like
Yeah,
plus 2.
2 extra dice.
Okay, so 11, 15, 19.
19, okay. You do notice, beyond the tree line, the drone's still flying around. You do notice that they have a buggy over here sitting here. You also notice these people also have a buggy sitting over here, and there's a buggy sitting over here.
I want that button.
You see these guys moving up undercover to assault the back ramp. You see these guys are moving around this way through cover to come this way probably
To the front.
to the front. But they have a lot more open area to move through, so they're slower. These guys don't have a lot of area to move through, so they'll be faster. What do you guys want to do?
Well, there's your escape vehicle.
What
I
cover
am
are these
feeling
guys in
dainty.
as they move through?
They're at about half cover.
Mr.
Um,
I just
now-
shot a guy in the head.
Once they get about here, the cannon
Would come in handy.
might come in handy.
Might come in handy
Yeah,
again.
your
It-
character,
but
your
I'm
character,
watching
your character,
now.
your character would know that with you can see them start moving that way.
I'm seeing them. Okay.
Man, I wish I would have taken Starship Gunnery.
I begin by saying, I don't think the negotiations went very well. That's the first time I've experienced that. Typically, people take to my winning personality. We'll need to improvise. Quick, follow your training. And then I leave again. I'm gonna try.
Just like every project manager.
I'm gonna head straight towards the vehicle,
Okay.
Which one?
This one?
the closest vehicle.
You just take off on a dead heat sprint. Just
Don't question my methods.
oh, I have so many.
That's all right, as long as there are. How can I be like you?
That's one of them.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Sprint. That's my action.
Okay.
I'll take some shots at these guys, even though
Honestly,
they're
that
half
might be the
cover,
smartest
to see if
decision.
I can either drive them one way
Okay.
or
You
the
get a
other.
bonus of plus 2 dice to your.
No, I honestly might just.
The Starship Gunnery,
Yeah,
so
I
it'd
was
be
like-
4 dice 6.
Oh, I'm not in there anymore.
Yeah.
I'm in the front. I'm in the cockpit now.
Oh, you're gonna take hot shots from the
Yeah.
front. Okay.
Just with I have my heavy blaster on me.
Okay. Roll a hit with your blaster. So you get 5. You got 5 dice 6 then. So you can take 2 shots. So you
Two
make
shots.
4 dice 6. So because you're taking 2 actions. And you're,
Okay, so 46?
yeah,
Yep.
4 dice 6 for 2 shots. Yeah.
10, 16, 18.
18. That'll hit. Next one. Let's have you roll.
Oh, gosh. 17.
Was it 1 on each or?
Hmm?
What was it? 2 separate guys, or like the blaster rolled on both of them, or one of them?
Just into the crowd.
Okay, into the crowd.
Because you said there's 3 guys,
Yeah,
right?
there's 3
So
guys.
I'm just aiming at the crowd. Aiming at all, just...
Oh,
see-
yeah.
I'm a ways away. I'm just hoping for the best.
Okay,
Pew, pew.
roll damage.
What is that now for?
Heavy blaster?
You got heavy blaster.
Yeah, sure.
5 dice 6.
Right.
ultimate spray and pray.
Yeah, so 10,
Seemed to
14,
work.
17.
17?
Yep.
Okay. And 17. So 17. Oh, yeah, that's your first guy. I'm just gonna roll strength for both of them. Strength is 10. So wound 1. I'm gonna roll I'm gonna roll 2 dice to see what hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 3 dice. Okay.
Right.
So let's see randomly who you shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you hit 2 different ones, and both of them go down. The third guy sees that and he starts beelining away.
Towards here.
No. He starts beelining.
Oh, back to where he
Yeah,
came from.
back to where
Okay.
he came from. You see these guys on the drone footage. You see somebody goes up to their ear, and they start exfiltrating back the other way.
Okay.
All of them?
Okay? There was only 9 of them, and now there's a lot less than that. I mean,
Down to 4.
They're down
Negotiation
to-
succeeded.
They're down to 4. So your negotiating abilities were, really good.
I want to show my piloting abilities. Is the vehicle I was sprinting for? It's
Yeah. You go through these
Okay.
ruined buildings here, and it's down this. It's parked on this little avenue. There's trees and growth and
Okay.
stuff like that. But you see a little like quad runner there.
A valiant steed. I'm gonna give it a
Except for
once.
it's not like a manufactured one. This is like one that's like been, like Mad Max together.
Even better.
Alabama Chrome.
I'm going to give it a once over, make sure it's in working condition, see if I can revive it.
I'm just going to, for grins and giggles, I'm going to have you make a technical roll.
All right. Well, I'm great with technology.
And if you have Starship or Repulsor Repair, you can use either one of those. Not that this has anything to
I
do
have
with
straight
Starship
technology.
or Repulsor Repair, but it's a technical skill. So, Jesus Christ, you have that many dice?
Yeah, and I rolled that badly.
Yeah, and you rolled-
That is a 12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you still managed to figure out how to start. There is no key or anything like that.
Okay.
And
I was scared that there was going to be an improvised
And this
bomb.
vehicle is extremely primitive. It
Okay.
runs on petrol.
See, now I'm thinking I should have, instead of done droid programming repair, done repulsor repair.
Is it?
You can change it.
We all got our skills, man.
Is it a repulsor-based vehicle? Or
No,
wheels?
but I just said, for repair purpose, for figuring it out,
Yeah.
you could use whatever's highest in that category.
I used to study these back in elementary school.
I think we built one of these in the shop one day.
Yeah.
Is that a
In
case?
third grade. I'm going to see.
This uses explosions to get around.
I'm great with explosions. And you said you were following me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hop in.
I ran with him.
yeah,
Okay,
I also
I'm out.
ran with you.
Okay.
The three
So
of
it was
them
like-
are now out of the vehicle, and I'm the only one in it? Okay.
We're coming back to me.
Okay, sweet.
We should probably go back and pick him up.
All right. So we fire up this majestic vehicle.
Well, but you can see, where they park, there's ruined buildings here. You'd have to kind of like circle around.
I mean, they all left that I'm aware of. Can we sputter around?
Do we need
Do
to
we
run?
have any comms?
Do we need to run back and see
Yeah,
if
you
he's
have
okay?
comms.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, I have a
just like-
comms modulator.
I'll be like, guys, shot 2 of them near the front of the ship. The other one was bugging out. I saw the 3 to the rear of the ship also bugging out.
You're
Don't-
still in the ship?
Don't know if that helps you. Yep, still on the ship. I like my ship.
Oh shit!
So I hope you didn't set up the
Oh,
auto destruct
shit.
on the way out.
Run what I assume is north.
I'm glad you
Wanna tell
followed
me
your
to get
training.
out?
I must be a fantastic instructor. We're on our way to pick you up. Will you lay down some cover fire just to make sure that no one can ambush us on our way over?
Got a direction you want me to lay it, or front, back, or
What
side?
direction did we come from?
We went this
crashed
way.
from this way.
And we'll say, like Zach said, we'll say
I think that's north.
this is north.
Yeah.
We'll call that north.
It's now north.
I'm basing
No,
it
no.
solely off the map here, so.
So, okay, then I will move to the side door where all this kind of started, and I will peek out with my blaster and kind of, if I see anyone pop out as they're trying to drive around, I'll try to shoot them.
Okay, I'm just gonna say on a 1, something fucked up happens. Otherwise, the whole operation to get the vehicle around and
We can pull the truck around.
Yay!
That took way too long to settle. I was very nervous.
Yippee!
We were all secretly hoping something fucked up.
A little bit, yeah.
as you're going around
Thanks
the
for great
corner, a
content.
guy steps out with a blaster rifle. What do you do?
Does he look like he knows what he's doing?
I mean,
or does he look
you've already
stupid?
you guys are already bugging away. You've turned
Right.
around the corner. You've like come up here. You've turned down this street, and you're kind of double back on the avenue.
Does this look like someone who is used to a blaster or not?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm.
Aren't you driving?
Run him over.
The van's the problem. I mean, the van's the solution, so I'm going to speed up.
Okay. Okay.
Red light means speed up.
Speed bump means speed up.
He's gonna dodge, so his blaster skill's at 3. Then you guys are under partial cover, so that's a -2 dice. So he's gonna roll 1 dice to hit, and just go ahead and make a driving roll. I don't know what the hell that's gonna be. Why do I keep on looking here? I have
I don't know, I got mine.
What is astrogation?
Just make a. I'd say a.
It's like navigation, but different.
No, make a mechanical roll.
Okay, mechanical rolls.
If you have
Three.
like full sort of lift operation for starship piloting, use that
I
skill.
do.
instead. Use that skill instead.
I'm an average pilot.
Holy crap!
That is a 19.
I think
Turn
he
it
gave
more
us too many
people
skills.
Now, this one I
19,
just
he
beat.
rolls to hit
Just
you.
like-
6, come on.
Womp.
good.
Womp womp.
And this is.
The player
and
succeed
I'm not
again.
We're not gonna roll
Yeah.
for damage. You just.
Boom! It was a cat!
Close your eyes, guys.
Wait.
Oh,
On a
Oh,
1 or
very
2, something
common.
fucked up happens when you hit him. No. Okay, he doesn't get stuck to the grill.
Oh man, reroll.
ironically, he'd be great on the grill. Now,
Okay, so you guys get around there with the buggy.
I'm gonna lay on the horn.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no horn, so you have to go.
I press on the wheel because I learned about it in the ancient text, but I mimic the horn.
Okay.
Yes.
Awooga.
Okay. There's room for me on this buggy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll run down the ramp, hop in the buggy.
Okay.
And away.
The
we
gang is
go.
back together.
Do we have an objective?
Head to what's his
head
face?
to Warlord.
Andrea Toff, the warlord.
Do we have it marked on a?
Yeah, you guys have it on a nav. I mean, because you guys have comms and so you'd have a little
I have
device
terminal
here
equipment.
that you guys can link.
So I'm going to sit there for a second. Why am I driving?
You wanted to.
You're right.
Let him. What could go wrong?
Oh, I remember now. I say as I lock eye contact with the wreck and turn away. So we have it marked on the map. I'm
Head towards the
headed-
waypoint.
Yep, I'm going to let you guys be the eyes. Tell me where I'm going. I'm just going to try and hit anything in our way that looks frail.
In 500
I
meters,
still got
turn
my
left.
drone above.
Due north.
Okay, let's follow
Okay, so
tails.
are you going fast? Because if they go fast, I mean, if you go slower, the drone will
See things better.
see things better.
I'm planning on. I'm imagining a go-kart for some reason, and so I'm going probably like 30 miles an hour.
Imagine like a John Deere
Oh,
quad
okay.
runner, something like that. Except
Okay.
a lot fucking jankier.
I'll go a little bit 40, like safe enough where like I'm not.
You're
It's
in
not
a
going to make a
ruined
lot of
city,
noise.
probably around 15, 20 miles an hour.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So I think what we'll do here, I don't think we'll have you make a driving roll. What we'll do is have you make a navigate. You're kind of navigating a little bit. So go ahead and make a mechanical roll. If you have astrogation, just use that.
I'm navigating.
Yeah.
Man.
And you get plus 2 dice to that because of the drones above you. For navigating.
Okay, there's a 6 on that one now, so 10 plus 6, 16, 17.
17, okay. So you managed to navigate pretty well. Let's see if there's a couple of random time. I'm going to roll twice for the about 10 kilometer distance through the city, okay? And on a 1 or 2, first 5 kilometers, nothing. Second 5 kilometers, nothing. And that's not to mean that there's nothing.
Yeah.
But by having the drone fly above, and you can see groups, and you're like, no, turn down here, and
Turn left.
you guys
Then
managed to
turn right.
make it. The warlord.
Recalculating.
So you pull up on the street, and you can see that they have created like a compound. So there's walls running along here. There's a main gate here with 2 towers, and the wall continues on. Tower, it goes around. It's like a little castle, okay. And you can see where they've crushed the rubble around the area to where they have a good football field of fire. When you're approaching there, how do you guys want to approach that? About a football field off, you can see that the ruins just end, okay. And so you're coming down this street, and the ruins end. There's a really nice big field of fire here, and you guys are like right here. What
By you say field of fire, you mean big old open area where they can
Yeah,
just
right,
unload?
yeah, they have a football
Okay.
field of fire. I mean, they have leveled this area all the way around there. And you guys are, parked, it's like.
So we're going to them for protection. Are they like a neutral party, or are they
What the quote was Andreatov's the local warlord. We think he might help you.
Oh, yeah, we could plead for sanctuary.
Every time I see warlords driving around, they're all like screaming and shooting their guns in the air, so I feel like to, let them know we're with them, like that's the approach we should take.
I like that.
Like
yes.
Of course,
equally
but
chaotic.
if they're protecting themselves from chaotic scavenger bands that drive around to do the same thing,
Oh,
I'm just saying.
No, take the civilized approach.
Do we have a sign anywhere that says we're saying let us in?
I mean,
Something just makes it blatantly
We
obvious
could
that
just
we're not
call
bad.
them.
I think if we do that, those people, I dig these guys' approach. They're just like obviously crazy.
We have open frequencies, I would assume.
Yeah,
Oh, like
there
hailing
are. Yeah.
frequencies?
Okay.
Yeah, put them on the mic.
I'm gonna pull
Mic 'em
out.
up.
I'm gonna pull out my comm and
You guys tell them, hey, we went down that ship. We were told that what's your story? I mean, do you lay out the truth? Do you?
Oh, Mark's gonna fill in with that story for us.
We negate to tell them about the guys we turned into goo, because I don't think we know
That's
who
not
those
important
people
information.
were. Yeah.
I have immediately turned this on speakerphone, and I'm waiting to hear if anyone's talking on the open frequency.
Yeah, I mean, they respond back.
Oh,
Who's this?
Hello. How are you?
Fine.
I was once told that FINE stood for feelings inside not expressed. Would you like to talk about your day?
Boring conversation.
No.
Oh. Well, I'm doing okay. I was just wondering, would you have any services for sale? Potentially, for protection for a small cadre of well-dressed individuals for transport and protection? Please?
That was word salad.
You hear
I think
the
he bought
mic is not quite turned off. It's supposed to be, but maybe there's some jankiness on their end. It's like, hey, I think these are the shard heads from the wreck.
Oh, never mind. No need. We're doing great.
you're from the wreck, we can negotiate. We've been informed that your employer wants to keep you alive, and they're willing to pay a good price.
Well, I'm glad whoever it is that you're talking about is wanting to be alive. That's great. That's great.
Can I elbow him in the head and take this thing from him?
I'm not fighting it. I'll throw it at you.
And be like, yeah, we're from the wreck. Let us in. We're here to negotiate some protection from whomever might be
I thumbs.
unhappy with us being here.
Come forward, weapons down. You drive the vehicle in here. There'll be some negotiation. But I've been assured by Andrew Toff that we can probably work with you. Probably.
I'm gonna wrestle to come back. Well, this is going to be a problem because I've been told my entire body is a weapon. So
I think your body's a temple, not a weapon.
I've been alerted that it's a temple, not a weapon. No problems. We'll be.
I will again.
Again, the mic is kind of shitty. It says, I think they're going to need medical attention. This guy's
So
Get a
we
medical droid ready.
get a medical droid ready.
we sputter in.
I heard medical joint ready.
Medical
Maybe that's what he needs.
They finally legalized it.
This is the future.
You've made
They've
promises.
advanced as a society.
You've made promises of
They have
medical
better
droids?
drugs.
Super weed. Awesome.
Super space weed.
Super space weed. Correct. All right, we're driving in.
They don't do butt shots anymore. They do butt bombs.
Beep beep.
As intended.
These guys know how to party.
In space.
No, only their most wise philosophers partake.
They know how to party then.
They do.
No, you weren't supposed to put your lips on that.
Put this in your mouth, put this in your butt.
How can
Oh,
you
wait, sorry.
Sorry.
Not at the same time.
How can you tell the difference between a normal thermometer and a rectal thermometer? Taste.
Okay. So you guys get inside, and they'd be pretty well covered. You see this guy comes out. He's rather girthy, probably like 2 times my size, maybe, with about another 4 inches on me as far as height goes. But and you see he is weirdly well dressed. I mean, like, you know, you guys get cultural briefings before you do this kind of stuff, okay? And for the local Lithera cultures, yeah, you can see he's pretty well dressed. And you can see the people he has in the compound. They're probably pretty good soldiers. And he says, "Welcome, I have talked to your command, and you are welcome here. But now we have to deal with payment. I was assured that you guys could give us something too."
What are you looking for?
"Oh, I don't know." And he comes up. He takes your blaster rifle. "Oh, these are nice."
I start pulling up my
Hold on.
long, luscious hair into a ponytail. All right.
Listen here, mister.
"Oh, here's the one with the concussion." See this medical droid come out. He comes over towards you.
No, I assure you, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Can I take the crate with the credits and kind of like mic drop it?
Yeah.
All 1 million credits there?
10,000 of them, yep.
My tuition.
"Oh, that's great. Welcome."
Perfect.
And cut scene, I guess. I mean, is this a good time to break? I mean, it's 9 o'clock.
Sure.
Yeah.
we take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, perfect.
Sure.
Okay. How'd you guys like your first taste of like a D6 system?
I love it.